is KayBenyarko again, bringing you another lesson in jazz piano technique. Today I'm going to be talking about the blues, and specifically jazz blues. Jazz blues is a little different, I should say, from regular two-bar blues. There are two parts in terms of it's different because of the progressions, and also different because of the variety of scales you can use. So I'm going to try my best and simplify it so you guys can get it, okay? In order to improve, I would actually recommend listening to a lot of jazz players who are, kind of grounded in blues playing. So people like Oscar Peterson, Bobby Timmons, Kenny Drew, Horace Silver, let me see, Wynton Kelly, Red Garland. These are very bluesy players, and you can, hear the blues and all they're playing, especially Oscar Peterson. So let me go ahead and just play the regular 12-bar blues, and you guys will see how different it is from the jazz blues. So regular 12-bar blues in the key of C, right? We have the C7. I voice it like this with the ninth on top, right? Then we have the 4 chord. Sometimes I voice it like that with the ninth on top, or I could do a 10th. So I have F, C, E flat, A. Then we have the 5 chord, right? Right. Then back to the 1. So it's a 1, 4, 5 progression. So 12-bar blues. So that's a regular 12-bar blues, okay? Very simple. The only thing that was not simple is the scales I was using. Now, on the regular 12-bar blues, you just use the C blues, right? You have a C, E flat, F, F sharp, G, B flat, and C. But when it comes to jazz blues, you're allowed an option of scales, right? So I think of the regular 12-bar blues as a poem, whereas jazz blues is kind of a story or an essay. You could say that. So so the scales I would use in the key of C when I'm doing jazz blues, right, will be the C blues, right? The A blues, which is the relative minor of C. It's called the relative minor. Why? Because if you take a look at C major pentatonic, right, that's C major pentatonic, and you take a look at A minor pentatonic, they share the same note, so they're related. So that's why it's called, whenever you have a note, you can always improvise using the relative 6, right? All right, so we have the C blues, the A blues, which is the relative 6 of C. We have the major C scale, the dominant bebop scale, which is the major scale with the B flat added, right? Also the high life scale, right? Okay. And then, as always, I go through my Barry Harris chords. And sometimes I can even add certain licks using those Barry Harris chords, like blues lick, right? Which reminds me, a player to listen to will be, in terms of blues jazz, would be Johnny O'Neill. He uses a lot of block chords. He does this thing where he goes like, right? All kind of Barry Harris, blues. So all you're doing there is just taking the C blues and playing diminished, and the only 6 will be the root, right? and I'll do more tutorials on that. You know. Okay, so let's take jazz blues. So why is it different? So we have in the regular jazz blues, we have C7 to F7, right? Now and back to C7. The next note, the next chord is C7. So I can do a 2-5-1 to get to the C7, which means a G minor 7, C7, and then to the C7, to the F7, I'm sorry. Okay, so again. 2-5-1. And after the F, I can usually do F sharp diminished back to the C. Now, in the regular blues, it will go to a G, and that'll be the last chord. But since we're doing jazz blues, we're doing a 6-2-5-1, kind of a turnaround. So that's a 6, which is an A. 7, I do the A sharp 9 with a 13th on it to the 2. Now you can do a D minor or a dominant D. Okay, a D, regular D7. The regular D7 you hear Oscar Peterson do a lot. He does the 6, 2, 5, and back to the 1. That's very Oscar Peterson, right? But you can use a D minor also. So we have a 6, 2, 5. That voicing just has the sharp 5 and the sharp 9 in it, and then back to the C. Okay, so that is where the jazz blues is different. It's different in terms of progressions. Another thing is, instead of go to the 6-2-5-1, you could do a 3, chromatically go to the 2, 5, and then back to 1. So it will sound like this. Instead of 6, we do 3. So that's more, I would say, pertaining to bebop, right? Where they, instead of 6, 2, 5, 1, bebop players would do 3, chromatically go down to the 2, 5, and back to 1, okay? Now, those of you who might want to learn more voicings, I would recommend watching my my tutorial on how to color your voicings with tension tones, okay? And also some of my Barry Harris tutorials will help you with voicings. So check them out, okay? So let's play it again. I'll call out what I'm doing, okay? So we have a C7. Next is F, but I'm doing a 2-5-1 into the F, right? 6-2-5-1. 6-2-5-1, and that's a turn around. Again, Barry Oscar Peterson. You know. Also, another recommended tutorial will be my tutorial using autumn leaves to show you how to use stretch voicings, because they help color your blues. Okay, so let me play that one more time. I'll do more tutorials on this. I hope you guys enjoy it. Send me all tutorial requests to KayBenyarkomusic@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to help you. There'll be more lessons coming, so remember to subscribe and comment. Thank you.